Right, back in Fontaine for this one. Also, don't mind the ping up there. For any of you who didn't watch the Ayato Experience, my last video, I in fact got Ayato and Chiori in the same temple on the Inazuma Chronicled banner. It was crazy. So to make sure I had properly built the characters, I basically didn't do anything for Chiori at all during that entire update. So, yep. Still level 1, alongside Dahlia. All I really know is that Golden Troop is probably quite good for her. Well, I hope that's the right kind of artifact set for her, because, well, I used to farm that quite a lot for Farina back in the day. I could very well already have goods. Indeed. My word. Oh. Perfect. Oh, even better, sorry. Because I magically have 2 Geo damage goblets, just like that. I take it she needs crit, right? What do people do? Oh yeah, oh for sure. I guess I'll do that for now. Also, if there's some weird delays because of that lag from earlier, the ping. I never really thought I'd be wanting to see defense percent, but I think that's what you actually want on her, isn't it? Actually, you know what? For now, let me just leave it at things like that. Sure, I'll probably change them eventually anyway. Yeah, let's go with... Actually, hold on. Okay, crit rate. I mean, artifacts aren't ideal, of course. I mean, this one could be ideal, but for most part, you know, they're just ones I happen to have laying about. Okay, luckily I already have those. Weapon, I didn't really think about. Wait, I know the right kind of weapon for her. I think it's one you can forge. Right, there we go, lovely stuff. Come to think of it, what does she even... It was definitely for this before. Oh, I see. No wonder. And I've basically run out of books now. And these. Let's see how far I can get with the weapon. Oh, it's actually going not too bad. Like, I genuinely haven't found materials for this at all. I don't know how I have the right stuff. Alright, there's another Ascension. I think that's the furthest this weapon will go right now. Oh no, one more. Oh, that's actually pretty impressive. Level 80 straight off the bat. That is crazy. Quite a lot of defense already. Wow, one of each. Well, time for the farming part, I guess. I was gonna farm artifacts, but then I just realised Mora and books are probably actually the biggest priority at this point. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. So I could just use this instead. That is so nice, man. That is actually so nice. Come to think of it, I haven't even thought of a team yet for her. The thing is, I know she goes well with Navia. The problem is, though, I kind of was using Zhongli with her, and that worked out quite well. Had a nice little team of Zhangling and Bennett. It kind of ruins it to have Chiori with her in a way. And you could say, oh, just swap out, like, I don't know, Zhangling with Chiori instead. Problem is, Navia, she'll lose out on a 20% increase in attack if I do that. Unless that sacrifice is worth it. I'm not too sure. Another thing I noticed though is that her next Ascension talent thing literally gives her this stuff. Right, I guess it's just time to farm a whole bunch of these. There's actually no way in this day and age there's a time trial in Inazuma that I haven't gotten. What on earth? How have I not done this? By the way, for the record, the reason why I'm so surprised is, look here. 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. And it looks like those are all the flowers I can get. Right, there's the next Ascension. And I don't have enough books for the next one. Do I have the right materials? No, I don't. Okay. Can I level this up a bit? I can. Okay. Alright. A 1,666 defense. That's not bad, considering that I literally just started building her today. I still can't believe I got that far on the weapon ascension as well. Oh, and it looks like I need to craft more of these for leveling up the talents. Right, got that to level 6 already, that's not too bad at all. It's quite a lot of damage. Burst does a fair bit as well. However, from what I've heard, I could be wrong, but I think it's better to not really bother too much for the burst. The Golden Troop, it's only really for getting a skill damage, of course. If you want to use the burst, I think it's this one that you want to use. Anyway, I guess I'll get back to all of you once something has changed. Something has changed. My Mora. This goblet is also doing very well. My ping is back to normal. And finally, I realised that this team is actually quite good. And I realised that I didn't necessarily need a main DPS Geo character. So yeah, I guess it'll be another few days until I check back in again. I finally got a few more flowers, so I can do another ascension. However, before I do that, I don't think I've shown her in combat whatsoever. So I thought, you know what, should probably do that first. So I noticed in a lot of the blank experience, I usually actually fought against the Regisvine bosses as a test of damage. However, I've now started to realise that's not actually really a good way to test, because usually it's when it's in a weakened state and everything. So I kind of started to realise that this boss specifically is probably actually one of the better ones, because if I'm not mistaken, it doesn't have any kind of special resistance, so it's a bit more of a solid one to go against, I'd say. Right, I guess the best rotation would be start with Rider. That? Maybe? I don't know. Let's see, what the damage? 5? Okay. I don't think that's a crit though, to be fair. Oh! Oh, okay, 11 for crit. Alright, I see. That's not too bad. Okay, definitely 11 for crit by the looks of things. Can't I just do that? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, so we're looking at like, usually around 5 or so thousand. And then 11? It was like 11 on the crit. That's not too bad. Oh yeah, a bit more crit rate, of course. Ah, another wish. Oh. You've got to be joking. I already have the max constellation. That will hopefully be better by the end of this. Crit rate probably will be quite good, like at the max ascension. In fact, yeah, I'm literally level off the maximum on the goblet. Got the classic problem though. Also haven't leveled up Circlet, keep that in mind. So that will be an extra 50%, I'm guessing. Yeah, 53% extra. I imagine max ascension will probably bring that to at least 45 or something. And then that will probably be like 140, something like that. That'll end up being quite nice. Oh, I can level up talents too. Only once. In fact, let me try fighting this boss again, but with the new level up. So it was like 5 and then 11 on crit, right?
Committed to memory.
Okay, still looks the same. To be fair, the difference shouldn't have been too crazy, given it was literally just a single level up, an ascension, and or like one talent level up. So we shouldn't really be seeing crazy numbers anyway, to be fair. That's really not too bad. Oh, 19k now on that part though. That's pretty good. Let's see. Can we hit 12k at all? Supposed to be fair, Zhongli's shield might be playing a part as well. Like with the whole Geo resonance. Oh! Not 12, it's 13k now for the crit. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Alright, I think it's been a couple of days again, and I just noticed this up here. Has this always been a thing? Well, let's see here. Holy moly. They should have done that sooner if that's a new thing. If it's defense again, that'll be amazing. Nah, never mind. That's still pretty good though, I'd say. I guess, yeah, it must be Circlet left to level up. Right now it's getting a bit better at least. Also, before I go into, I'm guessing a couple of days in the future, I've just got to say, I literally did the Skirk story quest 20 minutes ago or something. Amazing. If any of you want to see what I think about it, I guess you just have to watch the video, don't you? It's been quite a while. As of right now, it is after the events of the Stygian Onslaught video. And whenever I got artifacts from it, it would be for Chiori. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the only artifact I've actually changed from that. Very good one, right? It's got both crit and defense. It's perfect. I think this was the one she used to use, so it's a really big upgrade. Still haven't been able to level it up because, of course, the classic. However, something arguably even crazier has happened from doing this. I've got to better build on Farina now. If I remember correctly, I think it was this artifact that I used to use on her. it's now this. I do lose out on a bit of health, you know, 10% less, but I think because of everything else, it's really worth it, isn't it? And because of that, I was then able to change my sands to an offset, which is quite good. I believe this was the previous one for the record. So as you can see, it's quite the upgrade. I've got more energy recharge from both, more crit damage, more crit rate even, meaning that while she is technically a tiny bit below 40,000 health now, which is what you usually want, her crits are a bit better, more energy recharge, and I mean you could argue thanks to C2 she actually has above 40,000 anyway. And for any of you who care about that stuff, on the, I think, Akasha website, is it called? Like Akasha CV, something like that. Farina went from like top 30% to top 4% now, just from those 2 artifact changes. Also, I'm very close to being able to ascend. In fact, I have the resin for it. Actually, I just remembered another thing. Speaking of the whole Stygian Onslaught video, for those of you who haven't seen it, I in fact used a team of Navia, Chiori, Nahida and Zhongli for one of the bosses in the Menacing difficulty. So I suppose you could say Chiori's already good enough now to actually be decent in that kind of team.
Solidify!
Actually, come to think of it, I just realised as I was saying that, there is something I didn't really explain from that, is that the boss was Hydro, right? It's the Hydro Tulpa, I think it's called. So I was dealing Bloom with Nahida. Otherwise, like, that's a really stupid team, of course.
Stabilize!
Next, this may hurt a little. Yeah.
Actually, come to think of it, I wonder if the new Hydro Shielded Dahlia would be good then. Like, instead of Zhongli or something like that. Actually, maybe not, because the Geo constructs. Yeah, never mind then. Because it's, yeah, kind of hard to replace someone in that team, isn't it? Guess you'd have to get rid of Navia. Actually, Ayato could work, couldn't he? Right, there we have it. Oh, I do have enough more there. Okay, never mind. There we have it. There's the final ascension, so yeah, that's pretty good crit, I'd say. I'd say the talents are kind of fine as they are. I don't think I ever use the burst. Normal attack won't be used at all either. She really is just for her skill, isn't she? I know you could say, oh, but then get her to level 9 or 10 for talents then. Look at them all there. For the most part, I'd say that's her completely built at this point. Right, I think I've got all the artifacts leveled up now. Indeed. And yes, I've now changed it up, so a bit more defense and, well, more defense there as well. Also more crit. So yeah, I think this is the best I'll already have it for quite a while. That's it done for the artifacts at least. Talents, I think I'm fine just keeping it that way. I've still got this at R1, so I know that could get better, but I mean it's still quite good, isn't it? So I think for now that's kind of it for the build. Got 1,200 attack, 2,500 defense, pretty good crit there. We don't really need energy recharge, do we? And of course, got geo damage bonus. I was saying before about how a team involving Chiori managed to do this before in the Menacing difficulty. And I've realised, why don't I just show it now with her new build and everything? It'd be a lot easier just to show damage and everything, wouldn't it? Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop it right there. So I did, in fact, go through doing that team. It was Navia, Chiori, Nahida and Zhongli. Sure, I did manage to beat it. However, it was way too close to the time, and I did in fact find a slightly nicer team with them. I thought, you know what, let's just show that one instead. Probably shows the damage better anyway, because
where do you want to go next?
You can never stay quiet, can you? So yeah, I thought, you know what, let's just redo this, I'll do it again. Plus, I wouldn't actually use Navia in this team, because you literally lose out on damage and everything. It makes a lot more sense to just do it with the new team I've got. Also, for the record, I think it's been like a week or something, because this is literally the last day until, like, the artifacts in the Stygian Onslaught go or something like that. There was even a new Imaginarium theatre and everything. Also, just speaking of this theatre, I think that might have been the most difficult one I've ever had to deal with. I don't know about any of you, that was absolute pain. I think I only beat it due to 2 things, both of them were completely luck based. First of all, I got to borrow someone's skirk, and secondly, I got some kind of thing that let me use Malwika for a 3rd time, like it restored the energy or whatever. Those were literally the only reasons I was able to beat this one. I've never struggled so much on this, it was crazy. Come to think of it, I literally said a new team All I did was change one character. It's Navia to official instead. I think the original time was 117 seconds, so yeah, I quite literally saved the whole 10 seconds with official there instead. Hopefully I don't mess this up because, well, it's been quite a while since I've tried the menacing difficulty. I also can't quite remember the damage Chiori does, so guess we'll see again here.
Stabilize.
Also, if I'm bad with the rotations, bear with it, I guess. Truth is, yeah, I'm probably just bad with it.
Everyone hold hands.
I don't know if it's really easy to...
Solidify.
In fact, wait, what is... Okay, it's 24,000. I'm not gonna lie, I could have sworn the damage was higher. Oh, 34 there.
I see everything.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's different sometimes, but oh well.
Odds for everyone hold hands.
Well, I'm not playing this well, am I? Oh well. Oh, 42 that time, okay, yeah.
Committed to memory.
So yeah, the damage is actually really nice now, I'd say. I think last time I showed damage at all, it was like 20,000. Holy moly, I haven't been doing bursts at all, have I? Well, I say that, but it's probably a waste to do Chiori or Zhongli's burst, isn't it? This team is actually fairly good, I'd say. Of course, it's probably also just because the boss is Hydro, like you don't normally get to do Hyper Blue with this team, of course. Actually, well, Acrobate's still probably quite good, isn't it? That's what I've just got to say, 47,000 that time. Okay, yeah, there's no way I'm getting the time I got before. I was probably too busy talking about what I was doing. Anyway, just trust me on this, I did get that 107-second time. I was way more efficient before, Jesus Christ. In fact, I think I failed this, don't I?
Midnight
Or like, just about beat it. Oh, no, no, no. God. I almost failed that, my word. Anyway, as you can see, it's like 40,000 damage or something. I guess I may as well also just show the boss I previously did. See how that goes.
Shine down.
So, what we got here? 9,000 when it's not a crit then? 23 on crit? Okay, yeah, 23. I wonder when it's 40,000 then. Is it when she does this? No? Oh, 40,000. Oh. Oh, is it the, Is it... how do I put it? Like, when you get the Geo with your attacks, if that makes sense.
There is no escape.
Nice. Oh yeah, 46 that time. But when I do that, for example... Ah! Okay, yeah. Okay, it's from that. I don't know if I'm explaining that well or not. Basically, when I do this, and then switch... You see the little star thing there? Whenever you attack, I think there's like a cooldown of like a second or something each time. You get to do this bonus like Geo thing on top of it. It's kind of like when you do Raiden's skill, and then do like an attack like that where it does that additional electro hit. It's like that, but a Geo one as well. I think that's what's doing the 40,000. Here it is. Yeah, when you do normal attacks, bloody blah de blah, the whole seize the moment. And also, as you can see, I've still got same talent levels, all of that stuff. Probably different Mora. I've been running low. To be fair, I did get an absolutely insane artifact of Malwika quite literally earlier today. Check this out. Diabolical, isn't it? For the record, I'm pretty sure this is the one I used to use. For any of you who care about that whole Akasha thing, literally as I was saying about Furina, Malwika went from, I want to say it was top 46, something like that, top 46% to top 16%. This flower was all I changed about that. And yes, if you're wondering, the reason why I got that artifact earlier today was because since I realised that I probably wouldn't get a better artifact on Chiori, I may as well stop trying to farm for her now. So I instead went to that artifact set for the Stygian Onslaught. So yeah, I think that'll be it. That'll be it, huh? Then why is there another 15 minutes of the video? You know what's crazy? I literally say this during the outro. It's a good thing I didn't go into too much detail for that stuff. I know sometimes I can go off on a random topic for like 10 minutes. For crying out loud, man. Why can't I just get to the point, you know, keep it quick? How am I gonna edit my way through this one? Guess we'll see. So I will say she is really fun to use. If anything, she's kind of like a 5-star official, although Geo instead of Electro, of course. I really like her playstyle. You know, the fact you can do this.
Grow.
Find that quite cool. I don't think I really say this too often, but I tend to quite like the characters who are a lot more versatile, you know, a lot more flexible. There aren't really many restrictions with their teams, those kind of characters. Actually, I suppose it's just like how I said in the Navia experience. Before, it was between her and a Escoffier for who I'd get. The main reason I didn't get a Escoffier is because she's quite literally just for frozen teams if you want to completely utilize her. I suppose the only other thing I should probably mention is that this might be the last experience video in quite a while. Unless I decide to wish on, I don't know, I imagine there probably will be like a Sumeru Chronicle banner and stuff, right? I mean, to be fair, I do quite like Wanderer. I remember trying to get him when he first came out, so I mean, maybe I could go for him. But if not, then yeah, that might be the last one in a while. I'm being dead serious here when I say my next character might genuinely be like the Saritsa or something. And that's not for another year because Nordic Cry is coming out first. Maybe if Capitano eventually became playable, that would be real nice, wouldn't it? Anyway, I'll see you all in the next one.